Yeah, hello friends. Today I'm going to explain how to use delegates and events to trigger the our own class methods to trigger the other functions and other things. What is a delegate? Delegate is something that which is used to trigger a function. So I just show my so sorry this is my main class. In main class I have three yeah two delegates. Both return type is void and one is an and another is delegate. First takes an input, that function takes an input an, another takes an input t1 and t2. So I have two delegates and this is an event, so public event delegate my event. So this is the name of my event. So the event can be triggered only through a delegate. So now I have int hours, minutes, seconds, check equal to and equal to 0. First, this is called a region tag, which is makes out everything into a region. So in time 1 I'm just taking the time 1 t1 should be greater than t2, just reading it. I'm just putting it here, and this is my sorry yeah if I this is my empty constructor, and this is a constructor with values. So this values have hours, minute and seconds. I need to send it to you, send it to this argument. So I'm just sending all these three things: hours, minutes and seconds. T dot to string, I'm just converting it into a string. It will be normal an object, so I'm converting the whole thing into a string. So I'll just see to string override. So this is how we need to override to string. Public override to string. So override to string is already there, so we are overwriting it, so we need to use override to string. So return hour dot to string, minute dot to string, second dot to string and region. I'm just ending that region. So this is how we need to write to string, and so this is my display function. I'm just displaying it like last time you saw it, right? For normally if 1 or 0 is there before 0, if it less than 10 I need to put add 0, if it is not less than 10 I need to not add any 0, something like that, and displaying it in my display function. Sorry yeah display function. Now I have add and plus override. I'm just having the both the functions and sum and minus override. So and again I'm taking another time t2, the same thing. Now I have delegates. This is called array of delegates. So first delegate will be triggered add method, and second delegate will be triggering sub method. Okay, see and I'm adding 0 plus delegate 0 plus delegate 1. So both can be invoked by d1. Sorry, this is my anonymous expression, and what is an is my delegate. So this is delegate. I'm just creating it. Delegate index is something value. I'm just giving it seconds. If seconds is greater than this, I'm just changing hours, and this hours should be less than 12. So this is how a normal expression will be there, and this is my lambda expression. So an equal to, so if you will be using lambda expression like this, seconds the same thing, minus if you want to subtract any value from it. This is if you want to add any, if I want to add n seconds, x seconds to it, I'm using anonymous expression. If you want to delete an x seconds from my time, I'm just using lambda expression here. Then I have time t2 and time t3. If both are this, check one, the same thing which I used. Now let's see. Now we have, for adding I used anonymous expression. So this is how anonymous method is used. Normal delegate x, we don't have any name of the function, directly enters into the function. Lambda expression is something that we'll be using x equal to x will be the value we are passing it. Otherwise we'll be using a normal brackets, circular brackets, so we'll be using it. so int -1, then we're just subtracting it, then end region. So now see, we have a switch case. In switch case I just press 1 for add, press 2 to subtract, then press 3 to doing add and sum in delegate array, press 4 to add 30 seconds to time 1, subtract 30 seconds for subtracting and adding, 6 for subtracting and adding, 7th for exit. So p1, this is how I can use my event to call a function, new delegate t1 dot add. I'm just adding it, p1 dot my event t comma t1. I'm just sending 2 because for I'm just need to add it, right? So I'm just need to add this, so I'm just sending it where 2 delegates are there. So I'm just adding it here and this is add. I'm just adding both the times and see, adding the times and using the plus operator. So here I'm just calling it the operator here, operator overload, to add it. The same thing for sum minus operator, sub I'm using minus, so it directly calls my operator here, the operator overloader here, to operate it. So this can be done by adding and subtracting of time 2. Then we have 3, which is 3. I want to display it. 3 is doing add and sum in delegate array. So in delegate, using delegate array, I need to add, one should be adding, another should be subtracting. So d1 is I'm just calling add function, in d2 d0 I'm calling subtraction function, because if you see it while declaring the delegate, I'm just t1 dot add, so t1 dot sub. So t1 first delegate will be like t0 will be adding, and another del t of 0, t of 1 will be subtracting it, doing in delegates, then adding 30 seconds to time 1. So I need to add 30 seconds to time 1, so and 30. So if I just call and 30 here, if you see it here, and 30, I'm just calling this and here, x value I'm just sending as 30, then an we are sending x value as 30. If you see it here, sorry, yeah, 30. This is using a lambda expression. Then 6th one is subtracting and adding. I'm just doing the both the things. Once I'll be subtracting, once then I'll be adding it, because d1 is both the things. If you see this here, my delegate d1 has both the things, adding and subtracting both will be done at the same time. So now if I just run it and see it, time should be great. I'll just give 11 hours, then 25 seconds, then 03 seconds. So 11 hour 25 seconds and 0. If I don't use it, if I just put it normally, this is a normal thing. When I use that if conditions other things, it will be displayed like this. Then I have 5 hours 32 minutes and 25 seconds. So I have two things. One need to for adding both the times. One, see, it will be like 15, yeah, 16. Let's see, adding the time. So I'm just adding the time here. So I have 4 hours 57 seconds and 28. Then 2, subtracting the seconds, wrong time, because I'm just sending it in a reverse order or something. Then 3, adding the both the things at the same time. Then 7 to exit. So this is how we need to do both the things at the same time. So we can add 30 seconds here, then this one is like this. So this is how we can add and subtract things from it. So we can, this is how we can use delegates and events. Thank you so much.